No hidden gems here. We got one right over here, and it's called NIMIQ. Watching this video will show you why you need to add this to your portfolio today and all the trading opportunities that you are missing out on, like some amazing trades that I had just in the past couple days. Let's go. So first, it's only listed on KuCoin and a couple other small exchanges. Me and NIMIQ go way back. I was introduced to the coin about a year ago from a BitBoy video. When I first bought the coin, it was already up like 500% or so. And so what I did is I put in a small amount, like $50 to $100, invested in, and I was like, I'm just gonna wait for a correction, see if it has a correction. So this is a very important key point when you're starting to find a new coin, and if it's already up a lot, to put in a small amount and wait for a correction. And with NIMIQ, if it never did correct more, then I would have just been happy with my $50 to $100 that I invested. Start with a small position and then add to that position as it goes lower and lower. I'm going to show you in the charts what exactly happened when I bought this coin. So we are here on KuCoin looking at the NIMIQ against Bitcoin chart. So we're going to go full screen here. I bought in about July, beginning of July of last year. And this is right when it went up about 500% from the lows. So right here you can see it was around 7 Satoshis. When I started to buy, it was around 65 to 70 Satoshis right in this area right here. So it's kind of near the top. And then what I did is I put in about $100 and then I saw it up 30 to 50% from where I bought. And I just took profits around this area, 1100. And then I rebought at about 8,000. And then it dipped even lower and I bought some more. I started to buy a little bit more to my position and then it went up and I sold. And I just played these little bounces, bought more, sold, bought more, sold. And I didn't quite sell everything, so I sold little bits here and there. So my position in NIMIQ was just getting bigger and bigger as it went down. So it went down more and I bought more and I sold some more at this pump right here. And then it went lower and I sold more. I was just playing these little 10 to 20% trades. And it just went lower and lower and lower, and I just added more and more to my position. And then right around here in December is where it like bottomed out and my position was pretty big in the coin. I had already made a lot from trading it. I'll go over the exact amounts later in this video, but just trading it over time and by adding your position as it goes lower and lower, adding more to it, it just helps average out your position to a lower price. Because if I were to buy everything at the top when I first found it, then me trying to add to it most of my position would be bought at the top, so my average would be really high for the cost that I bought it at. So I'd be down a lot right now. So one of the things about this coin is it is not on Binance or Coinbase yet on these bigger exchanges, and so I think that alone just gives it more potential in the future. On KuCoin, I trade against Bitcoin. So it says NIMIQ versus Bitcoin. Now let me go over what trading against Bitcoin is and the perks from it. So one of the reasons I love trading against Bitcoin is the market can go up and down a lot, but there's always going to be trading opportunities against Bitcoin when it comes to coins. So let me give an example. NIMIQ against Bitcoin on July 3rd of this year, Bitcoin was down for the day while NIMIQ was up about 10 to 20% in dollar value. And then in Bitcoin value, it was up 30 to 40% because Bitcoin was down for the day. So it went from 13 Satoshis all the way up to 19. And then if NIMIQ stayed at the same dollar value and Bitcoin goes up 10% the next day, the NIMIQ versus Bitcoin pair will go down 10% because Bitcoin outperformed it by 10% for that day. So by selling the day before, you'd get 10% more NIMIQ or Bitcoin by making that trade, by selling some at that price and then rebuying the next day at the lower price. So this is an example of how the market can go up and down, and recently how it's been down so much and it doesn't seem like there's a lot to be doing. Well, there's little trades here and there that will add to your positions in certain coins. So this is just an example of one. And now another thing is this is making you more Bitcoin or more altcoins. What I mean by that is you are accumulating more Bitcoin each time you trade into Bitcoin. When it goes up, when you buy a coin and it goes up in Bitcoin value, you now have more Bitcoin because of that. And so by trading against Bitcoin, you're going to be accumulating more Bitcoin and altcoins every single time. So every time you sell some altcoins, you'll get more Bitcoin for it as it goes up. So this is just a good way to increase your portfolio size over time. So every trade is just going to help your portfolio grow. Now, if this is something you found very useful and helpful, I want you to hit the like button down below, and we're going to try out something on the channel. I want to do little challenges. So if we can get 50 likes on this video in the first 48 hours, I will post a video of me doing 50 push-ups at the end of the next video that I record, no matter how long it takes, and just a sped up version. So it could be something entertaining and funny to watch at the end of the next video that I record. And I have little ideas for doing stuff like that with push-ups or pull-ups, or doing little dances, stuff like that when we hit certain goals for likes. So you can also let me know in the comments what kind of things you would like to see, things that would be funny. And the second thing that I like about NIMIQ is that there are so many trading opportunities with the coin. So I went back on my KuCoin and looked at all the trades that I've done over the past year, and NIMIQ has been the one that I have traded the most. I couldn't even count all the amount of trades. There were so many pages on KuCoin that I couldn't see back far enough to see how many trades I actually did. But I know that it's over 2,000 trades, and the amount of coins that I've made from trading it is 2.5 million coins, which is just crazy. And at the current price that it's trading at right now, the USD value is about $12,500 that I've made from it. And the Bitcoin equivalent is about 0.35 Bitcoin. And I've been trading this for all that time for the year. And even when I was showing you before, when it was going down, so let's go back into the chart. So even as I was buying or I was selling and buying at lower prices and then selling and just catching all these bounces, within the first 3 to 6 months, I had already made over $1 million NIMIQ from trading. And there was just so many trading opportunities where I would see it 20, 30% in a day and then come back down, and I was just catching all those. And it's just been one of my most profitable coins. And this is one of the ones that I continue to trade all the time. And I'll even show you just in the past couple days some trades that I did with the coin. So this is the trades that I did in the last few days. So I sold 50,000 NIMIQ at this Satoshi value, 0.000001904. And I sold 50,000 at that price. And I'll even go to the chart so you can see it better. So right here, this day, it went from like 1,300 all the way up to 1,900, kind of like how I talked about earlier in the video. And I sold at that 1,900. And I put my buy order down at 1,500, 1,507. And so I bought back 62,927 coins. So the difference is 12,927 coins, which is about $60. So that's what I made from that one trade. And then just a few days later, it was back up 10%, and I sold the profits at that price right here at about a 10% increase. And then I put my order back down to that 1437 range. And so it went through and I bought 14,951. So I made 2,024 coins on that trade, which was another $10. So about $70 just in the past week with these little trades that happen. So this coin has trades happening all the time, and 10% moves are very common in the coin. And every single time I see one and I see opportunities, I take advantage and capitalize on what moves are happening in the NIMIQ versus Bitcoin pair. And number 3 is the low market cap with higher potential. So NIMIQ is a lot lower market cap than some other coins that I trade. So it's trading at a $37 million market cap at the time of this recording, and it has a lot of potential to grow. Just a couple months ago, when it was at the highs, it was at one and a half pennies, and about 3 times higher than it was right now. And the market cap was over $120 million market cap. If it were to go over a $1 billion market cap, that would be about a 25x return from the prices that it's at right now. So it put it around 10 to 15 cents a coin. Even just trading it long term is good to just accumulate and build your portfolio for it, but it's also a good one just to hold long term. Something that I wrote down as well is if you look on the charts and on the weekly, you can see the exact all-time high for the price, and it's right here. It says 0.000015, so about 10 times higher. And I wrote that down right here. So it's about 10 times higher from the price it's trading at right now. So even if it were to just get back up to that all-time high that it was at before, it would put it at about 5 cents. And so it's just such a good gem in my eyes and such a good one to be trading. So in conclusion, the number one takeaway is it's on KuCoin with smaller fees for trading, and it's not listed on Binance or Coinbase yet, so it has potential to be on bigger exchanges in the future. And the key point about starting with a small amount and then buy more as it goes lower and lower is another important thing to remember. And another key takeaway is remember about trading against Bitcoin and the perks and benefits of it, like how the market can go up or down and you could still be making trades with Bitcoin all the time. And number 3 is it's a low market cap with a lot higher potential to go up. It has a lot better chance of doing a 10x than some other coins that are already at a $1 billion market cap. So those are all the reasons why NIMIQ is a hidden gem, and you should be adding it to your portfolio today. And you will see tons of opportunities to make these 10, 20%, 30% trades with NIMIQ. And remember to hit that like button. And if you haven't seen my latest altcoin video about GTC, you can click the link up here for that video. And remember, as always, keep it in the green.